to one of our Plus Health Company's tutorials. My name's Jenny and I'm a physiotherapist and also a Plus Pilates teacher. Today's session is called Wibble Wobble, and what I'm going to do is teach you 5 exercises you can do on the spot that's going to help improve your balance. The ability to balance is a complex interplay of many systems, so often can be quite challenging, but it's important that we do balance exercise because it helps improve our strength, but also helps improve our coordination and helps the prevention of falls. So our first exercise that we're going to do is standing on one leg. So take the weight over onto one side, try and keep the pelvis level and gently lift the toes off. So we're getting the weight through the foot, the whole of the foot, squeezing through the bottom muscles, standing up nice and tall. And this is a great exercise that you can do around the house, and also when you're brushing your teeth or washing up, you have time to be able to stand on one leg. And we're aiming to be able to stand here for about 20 to 30 seconds. If you find this quite easy, what we can do to challenge this a little bit further is close your eyes, because this is going to take out your visual sensory input and make that balance a little bit harder. We could also add in some arm movements or upper body movements. So again, challenging that coordination and having to be able to stand on that leg whilst moving other parts of the body, which makes it a little bit harder. So doing some arm reaches or scissor arms, or what you potentially could do is looking over each shoulder. So looking over one side, and this is going to challenge your vestibular system as well. Still trying to keep that leg balance, and you may find that your ankle's moving around as it's trying to keep you stood in the same position. So it's building up the strength of the ligaments, the muscles around that ankle. So what we can do from a progression from there is moving into what we call a single knee bend. So as you breathe out, aiming the knee over the toe and going in to a knee bend. So this is challenging your bottom muscles a little bit more. And if you think we need to do this movement when we're going down hills, downstairs, so it's a great one to increase the control as well as of our glutes. Try not let the knee roll in, because sometimes temptation is to let that knee go in. And if you find you are really wobbly when you're doing this or haven't got the control, just could indicate that perhaps you are a little bit weak in and around the bottom muscles and the leg muscles on that leg. So from there, to challenge you a bit more is to add in what we call clock face. So using our leg to point to different numbers on the clock. So imagine the clock is around your foot. If you want it harder, you want the clock to be bigger, and if you want it maybe a little bit less challenging, you want to have the clock smaller. So reaching down and up, then going to number 1, and then perhaps going to number 3. So you're having to move in some large directional movements, but keeping the balance on that leg. Okay. To challenge it even more so is perhaps if we did the clock face but with your hand. So as you're breathing out, reaching down to touch the different numbers on the clock. Keeping that balance on that leg. So again, you may feel that that ankle's wobbling, or you may feel it working in your bottom muscles. But a great exercise to increase your balance and your strength of that lower limb. Okay. Another one you could do in your single leg stance is coming up onto your toes. So doing some heel raises onto your toes on that side. Pushing up and holding it there. Use your toe for support if you can, doing it without it. Or if you find that tricky, going up and down onto your toes with both legs and holding up in that heel raise position, challenging that calf, but also reducing that base of support, and if you can, taking the weight over to one side. Okay, relax down. Our last one is going into our saw. So one foot in front of the other in our tandem stance or tightrope stance. You can always start with this with the legs in a Y stance position and progress to your tandem stance if you find it a bit tricky. I'm going to take the arms up to 90 degrees, and as you breathe out, your first stage is reaching down towards those toes, looking down as we go forwards. Also great for improving your spinal mobility. For a bit more of a challenge, as you reach down, you could then glance up to that hand which is up towards the ceiling. So we're getting that stretch through that upper back, but again, challenging your balance. Or your hardest level, if you feel you can, is to look up towards that hand as you reach down towards that foot. But this is quite a high level, and if you feel very unsteady doing this, then you're probably best sticking with a lower level. Good. Okay, so there you have it, 5 exercises you can do to try and help improve your balance. You can do them at home, they're simple to do. If you are quite unsteady and struggle with your balance, it's probably best that you do these exercises with some upper body support around, so in the kitchen near the work surface. So I hope they help, and I'll see you soon for another tutorial. Bye bye!